Nick, why Barking and not Thurrock?
Well, it's a little bit reluctantly because I said I was going to stand in Thurrock, and I've spent a fair bit of time there already, but several reasons. First of all, we're looking in Barking to take the council as well as the parliamentary seat. When we do, our councillors are going to be up to their necks in work. We've only got the one councillor in Thurrock, who's Emma. She's going to be standing for Thurrock. She's got a tremendous local record, very popular. If she gets elected as an MP, she can do that job without it impacting on the council. Then, beyond that, we've really got to win one seat to make a huge difference. Just a string of seconds will do, and those are really, I think, a racing certainty now. We've got to win one seat to make the Labour Party sit up and take notice of the concerns of our electorate, the length and breadth of the country, and we calculate that Barking is still the best chance. So as well as concentrating on it with money and manpower, it's also concentrating in terms of recognition that there's Richard Barnbrook going to head the council and me going to take the parliamentary seat. We're going to get more votes that way than anywhere else, and it'll have a knock-on effect, improving our chances right the way across Essex, including Thurrock.
When you were down at Thurrock last time, you used the word about Aboriginal people. Do you regret using that term?
Oh, why should I? That's what we are. We're the people descended from the people who've always been here.
Another thing about the question time was some people felt that you weren't, the whole attack was wrong, so to speak, and not enough questions were concentrating on your policies. So, for example, if people question you on policies, for example, let's take education. I mean, do you have an education policy?
Yeah, at the last general election, our manifesto was bigger than any of the other parties, and only a tenth of it was about immigration. All the rest covers all the issues, the big issues, you know, pensions, employment, the whole works. Education, we've got an education policy. Fundamentally, it's this, that these days the only way you can get a good education in this country is if your parents are rich enough to move to the right place or to buy a private education. That's wrong. The only way to bring it back so that people from the poorest, roughest part of Thurrock or wherever, if they're bright and academic and get education, is to bring back the grammar schools so that it opens it up again so that money can't buy good education.
Do you understand that sometimes the way your party comes across scares people?
It's the way that the party is put across by the mass media does scare people. Anyone who's in the National Union of Journalists is bound by the NUJ Code of Conduct only to report on us if it's in a bad light. So the public can only view the British National Party through a very murky, ultra-left-wing sort of lens that's put on. If people actually come and speak to us, hear what we've got to say, read our leaflets, see what we've got to say, come on our website and read and look and judge for themselves, there's nothing at all to be scared of.
But I could say that personally, you know, that since we've been launched in September 2008, we have straightforward narrative pieces, whether you're at Langdon, whether you're the launch of Thameside, and we did one, and I felt, am I challenging you? I did one piece about the Centre for Social Cohesion and music used in the back of, and immediately on certain websites was like, if I see him in Gray's High Street, I'm going to beat him up and stuff like that. So can you understand how journalists sometimes feel?
So who's going to beat who up?
That if people see me on Gray's High Street on a BNP website, that, you know, they're going to give me a hard
Well, there's no possibility of something like that being on a BNP website. You know, we're the only people in this country committed to the idea that there should be no violence or intimidation in British politics, including for journalists. That kind of thing's outrageous. But you're talking there, I think, about some of these crackpot neo-Nazi websites, and when they're not busy attacking you, they're busy attacking me. Okay. Run away and leave the place.
Hi, are you alright? Are you alright? What's your questions, right?
I radio, there's a blood bath, that wasn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Good bastards.
And then I read it in the newspaper next day.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone was really annoyed by him. Didn't sound good.
yeah, of course.
Yep. Emma's your candidate for the general election.
Hi, are
Make
you
sure you vote for
alright?
it.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
Alright, you will.
Thanks.
No racism, just right. Right for the white.
No racism here, mate.